What is the best way to get rid of Japanese beetles? I have dusted with 7 dust, but they have returned, and guess what? They multiplied. They are everywhere, and this is from Miss Shirley in Bartlett. So, Andy, they are everywhere, these Japanese beetles. Of course they are.
They're an invasive exotic species with few natural predators.
Yeah.
And although I'm fairly adverse to using herbicides and pesticide, you can make certain exceptions.
Okay.
But timing is everything. You got to consider the life cycle. Most beetles spend most of their life as a grub underground.
That's right.
And during, particularly in the winter or cooler weather, the grubs go farther down underground, and you can't blast them out with a nuclear bomb.
Right.
Typically the best time, I believe, to get both the adults and the grubs near the surface tends to be, isn't it July, thereabouts? When the grubs are breaking dormancy, and and apparently the adults will, they feed during the day, and then the females go right down to the ground and lay the eggs, and that this time of year is when they're most susceptible.
That's right.
Yes.
Joella?
Yeah. And one thing we've got to understand that they give off a pheromone. And so they keep attracting more, to the same area. And if you can collect them, or if you see them and you pick them off, what you need to do is put them in some soapy water. So apparently that will eliminate the pheromone for attracting more. But yeah, it's just repeated. They're everywhere.
They are.
I've also heard if you use those pheromone traps, they're really good about attracting them to the area, but not trapping them.
Right. Yeah, they say not to.
They tell you not to trap for that reason.
Trap.
But of course, they eat a lot. It's not just the one Japanese beetles. They invite all of their friends, and then of course they eat between the veins. I have roses at home, and they can just skeletonize a rose leaf. But if you can do that with the soapy water early in the morning, because they're a little slow and sluggish early in the mornings before it starts to warm up. Just knock them in a bucket, or a little saucer or something of soapy water. And there are some pyrethroids. I mean, to me, that's a last resort that you can use.
Because it's not going to last.
It's not going to last.
He's only going to get what's there, and then his neighbors, his friends are going to come the next day.
So it's not going to last. But a couple of those would be like bifenthrin, permethrin, deltamethrin, cyfluthrin. Some of those that you can use along with carbaryl, if you have to go that route. To me, that's last result. But they're going to be out there. They feed on 300 plant species is what I've read before in the past. So.
And you have to be vigilant. If you're successful one year and get rid of them, well, next year you start.
Here we go.
You start fresh.